Guys, today I have for you new BACKFIRE exotic SMG hybrid build which will annihilate every goddamn room in couple of seconds. This one shreds armor because BACKFIRE will provide us with additional 200% crit damage. So not only this SMG looks absolutely badass, but also it slaps some booty cheeks. Yeah, and throw in the mix memento, backpack, armor regen, immunity to bleed effect, and we will have a recipe to absolutely mayhem. This is a run and gun build which can provide you with ridiculous amount of fun. It will work for legendary strongholds, for any heroic missions, open world activities, you name it, because like I said, we have a shit ton of bonus armor, we have armor regen, DPS, and most importantly we have 5 skill tiers as well. And if we're gonna use TDI named pistol, we will reach 6 skill tiers, so it unlocks for us completely different options. For example, if you will use future perfection talent, it will proc overcharge for us. You can use instinct, you can use preservation for survivability reasons, because preservation talent works with skill kills as well. So our skills will be at skill tier 6 with pistol. We have 1.5 million armor, we have weapon damage from BACKFIRE itself in form of 200% crit damage. Then we have of course memento buffs, we have obliterate talent. So overall I think this build is absolutely nasty, and as a hybrid build it's everything you want in a setup. We are covering all departments in this one, but before we continue, quick word from today's sponsor, DMing.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates, but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then DMing.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles, they will complete your orders super quick. If you will use my promo code AirBaitDiff or AirBaitD, you will receive 15% discount on absolutely all service. Amazing deal, especially when right now they have some crazy sales going on, so definitely check these guys out. But now let's get back to this hybrid BACKFIRE build. And BACKFIRE is a really dope SMG for PvE content. Don't get me wrong, it looks badass, but for PvP never ever use BACKFIRE. If you need to stack something, most likely it will not work in PvP, especially with this time to kill. Even striker gear shot is not the best option for PvP. DZ or conflict, you name it, I think everything that is stackable is not a great option, and BACKFIRE unfortunately is in that category, but for PvE it's completely fine. It has a good rate of fire, and since on legendary difficulty and on incursions we have a shit ton of sponge bobs, bullet sponges, where you need to deal damage, in those cases BACKFIRE will work extremely well, because you're gonna stack it fairly quickly, and now you have 10-second window to keep your stacks alive. And like I said, we will not receive any bleed damage whatsoever in this one. For specialization here though, we will use technician. Why? Because we will get additional skill tier, and for hybrid builds that's kinda must have. We will have disrupt grenades, really good for legendary runs to shop all that shenanigans, goddamn, like healing stations, drones, mini tanks, dogs, all that BS will be stopped, and then you can stack your BACKFIRE exotic SMG. As you see, I'm sitting at 40 plus crit chance. Yes, I have like 60% crit damage, but don't forget that BACKFIRE by itself will give us at the end additional 200% crit damage. So actually our DPS numbers will be really good. So 260% crit damage, easy money, man. For second weapon you can use whatever weapon you want. I'm running test subject for perfect in sync reasons. I can nail a couple shots and boom, I have 40% weapon and skill damage buff. And sometimes if I need to chill, I will use my skills. In this one I'm using assault turret and striker drone, although striker drone dies really quickly on legendary runs. So I think you could actually switch your striker drone for shield if you want more options. If you want run and gun playstyle, you can definitely go for shield. And even for heroic missions, I would recommend you to maybe stick with striker drone and replace assault turret for shield. Striker drone will be really good for distraction purposes, or use decoy for heroic missions. As you see, I have 99% hazard protection, excuse me, not hazard protection, but bleed resistance, and that's thanks to my chill out Gilligard mask. Here I have hazard protection and 2 bleed resistance mods, so in a sense I have 30% protection from bleed on my mask itself, and Gilligard will give us 5% additional armor, or even 10, I think 5, no 10, 5, goddamn, I'm old, my memory is lacking in some occasions, or days, or even years. Anyway, for the chest piece, I'm using Obliterate as my chest piece talent, and Arquebus gear set, Picaro's name and holster, which will give us 50% weapon damage. And since it will be second piece from Arquebus set, we will get 2-piece brand set bonus, and that's additional skill tier. So we are getting skill haste and skill tier. For backpack, I'm using a MEMENTO backpack. MEMENTO backpack with full stacks will give us 3% armor regen, which is actually really noticeable. Increased skill efficiency and weapon damage, so 3 core attributes and a lot of goodies. TDI pistol will work really well because it will push our build in this one up to 6 skill tiers, so our skills will work extremely well. Yes, you could actually replace armor regen here for skill damage if you want to deal more damage with your skills, or simply go with DPS road. You could roll crit chance or crit damage. I would recommend you to reach 50% crit chance and then rest invest in crit damage. So you have 2 options. Like I said, this is template and you can push this build in 3 different ways. Armor regen, just like I'm doing it right now. Crit chance, crit damage, DPS oriented build. Or if you want more skill hybrid build, go with additional skill damage attributes. So 3 different ways, the same gear pieces, but 3 different ways will give you completely different playstyles, and that's the beauty of this build, that it's giving you the option to choose how you want to use this build. So it's pure hybrid king in my eyes. For the skills, turret and striker drone, and I explained when to switch or use these skills. For knee pads, I'm using Jarl's knee pads for hazard protection and improvised gloves for additional mod slot. Butchered of the mic, bye.